It's your girl D-Rose turned ham, and it's the Chronicles Baby. Good morning, y'all. It's your girl D-Rose turned ham, and it's the Chronicles Baby. And I'm here with you had to pre-record this morning because I wanted to control my emotions. I wanted to control the content a little bit more on this go round versus having to say, hey, hello everybody, how you doing? I love you. I do. I love you all. So for everyone that always log on in the mornings and listen to me, I'm trying to be consistent, y'all. I'm trying to be consistent, so bear with me. So today I wanted to speak about when your past comes back to haunt you. I had to go through something. This, as a disclaimer, this may be a little too much for your young adults, and it might trigger some stuff with you because it definitely triggers some stuff with me. So I would advise, and y'all please forgive me because I'm still working on trying to get everything how it's supposed to go for me in my home makeshift studio. However, the person that's supposed to help me, of course, can't come because nobody's allowed right now in the palace. So with that being said, it's the Chronicles Baby. And I have a little guest with me on this morning. I hate to even pan around, but I want y'all to see all this cuteness. So I'm going to move this chair so you all can see my special guest. Grandma is babysitting on this morning. And I'm just going to pan down. Look at that cuteness right there. Say good morning, Carly J. Good morning, everybody. That's number 4, y'all. That's 4. That's 4. Lord knows I hope that's it for a while. So now that I have to get myself back rearranged, back to the part where I say everything is good and great. Thank y'all. But I had to let y'all see that little cuteness over there. Hope it made you smile. Hope it made your day. So, allowing your past to come back and haunt you. A lot of times, y'all, let me tell you something. We think that we're over stuff. We think that we've gone through the hell pits of all that to get rid of things that have taken over our minds, taken over our body, taken over our emotions. And I found that on last week as I was watching Little Fires Everywhere, which stars Kerry Washington, produced by Kerry Washington and Reese Witherspoon, who I love so much as actresses. And let me tell you, based on the content and the writing and the storyline, baby, it's a must watch. You find it on Hulu. Well, last Wednesday, can't think of the daughter's name, but it's Reese Witherspoon's daughter, who is a Caucasian, of course, and she goes out, and her boyfriend is black, and on prom night, they do their thing on prom night where the little girl turns up pregnant. But she listens to the boyfriend responses versus telling him that she's pregnant. She listens to what he has to say about if they make a mess up, by having sex and she gets pregnant, and he gives his point of view, and based on his reaction, she knew she needed to get rid of the baby. So what does she do? She goes to the clinic and she goes and get an abortion. This triggers something in me, y'all. And the reason it triggers something in me is because in February 13, 1991, I aborted a child. My firstborn child. I had an abortion. It was my last year in high school. Number one, I had the fear of God in me from my mother. I had the fear of God from my mom and me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't tell her I'm pregnant. And then the guy that I was pregnant by, he was not very happy about it. And I wasn't per se said, you better go, you better do this, you better do that. Basically, based on his response, I had no other choice Because here I am at 19, had fallen in love with an older guy, got involved with an older guy, was having so much sex with this guy unprotected, and ended up getting pregnant. And this is the reason why I wanted to do this pre-recorded, because I feel myself bubbling already up in the inside. And I just feel that it's important for people to know, regardless of what you've gone through in your past, regardless of what you've done in your past, God is a forgiving God. And we have to remember that we have to not only forgive ourselves, but we have to try to let it go. And it's hard to let it go when you got so much that's on television right now, when you got so much playing in your ear, when you got so many other people talking. Then, of course, social media, it hits you where it hurts sometimes. And that hurt can be right there in the gut of that pain that you haven't let go of yet, that you haven't really, dealt with on another level, And I've gone through counseling. I've talked it out. I've prayed it out and all of that. And then it's just like it's a covering. Sometimes it feels like it's a covering, and sometimes it uncovers itself and it tests my emotions. Why I do that, I do not know. But based on that, the enemy can play tricks on your mind. But that's where you come in as being the person that you are led to be in terms of all the things that you have done and you have welcomed to celebrate overcoming them, right? So say for instance, I know I overcame death. I know I overcame smoking marijuana. I know I overcame being a whoremonger. Excuse me. I'm back. I overcame a lot of stuff. So with that being said, being that I was able to overcome the things that that had me down, that did stuff to me, that made me feel a certain type of way, I realized deep down inside that sometimes those things are going to come back up. But it's up to me. It's up to me. It's definitely up to me to do what I have to do to not only not allow it to take full control of my mind, body, and my spirit, but also not to interfere with what I already have going on. Because things can come up like a thief in the night, right? They'll come out of nowhere and they'll try to do all types of things to you and make you feel all types of ways. And it's not even you. It's just, excuse me.
What is this nigga butt? What you got going on over here? Come on, you want to be on TV too? Say yes, Grandma. I want to shout out the world. Say good day. Good morning. This is Carly. Carly wants to be on Grandma's lap. She don't want to sit down there in her chair. But anyway, y'all, it's a blessing to know that regardless of what I've gone through, I can still move forward and do those things that's necessary for me to survive, and that I don't have to depend on anybody to make me feel like I'm not worthy to be here, or I'm not worthy to hang on and move on and make changes in my life because, the things that I've gone through. And, somebody told me on yesterday, that I did a lot. I've gone through a lot, and I'm a hero in some people's eyes. And I never looked at it like that. I know for some people, they wanted me to mentor them. Some people want me to be big sisters to them, and I don't mind, but at the end of the day, sometimes it's like when you have all of this stuff on you and you're trying so hard to manifest all the goodness and all of the greatness that is within you, you have no other choice but to, live and be live, live and be laughable, live and be loved, live and be all that you can be, and not worry about stuff coming at you, from your past, trying to take you down, trying to make you feel like, oh, I remember when you used to do this and when you used to do that. And some things are much more easier than others. Some things are a little bit more okay than others for me to deal with, but that's that one thing that triggers me. That triggers me to the utmost. And it kind of bothers me to a degree, but I found that it's okay.
it's quite all right.
Say it's quite all right, Grandma. Say it's quite all right. Everything gonna be okay, Grandma. Say everything gonna be all right, Grandma. Say don't worry about it. God got it all in control. Just do what thus says the Lord. Just do what thus says the Lord, and everything will be all right. And that's it. It's just trusting God and doing what you got to do to make sure that, you know, you withstand the enemy and don't allow him to come down on you and make you feel like you're other than, because I'm more than enough. You're more than enough. And that's the most important thing, is realizing who you are. And if you don't know who you are, guess what? You're going to believe everything somebody says about you, posts about you, and discusses with you, you know. So it's about time, y'all. It's about time for us to just rise up and be the kings and queens that we've been called to be. And you know, we have to continuously anoint ourselves and be prayerful, of course, and, you know, watch the people that you're around, and then also watch the things that, you know, you're watching, because sometimes the things that you're watching can be set aside just for you to test your strength. And I think that's what it is. I know that's what it was. I know that's what it was. That episode was to test my strength. And I just got that. I just got that. So, you know, that aha moment, I just got that. That episode was sent to me to test my strength. God knew that I was going to watch it. God knew that I was going to be responsive. He knew that I was going to be emotional. And he wanted to see what I did. And that's what I did. I cried, I tossed and turned, I couldn't figure some things out, but guess what? I know now. And look at this one, she's so busy. She said, this is the biggest grandbaby I ever had. And she's so gorgeous, she's so beautiful, and I love her so much. Yes, I do, Grandma, I love you so much. But we're gonna go. Y'all be easy, be safe, and know this. I love you for real. Because it's the Chronicles, baby. And if anybody else says otherwise, they lie. Peace. Say bye-bye, Mama. Say bye-bye. Say see you later. Say see you later.
Peace out.